Hello guys, welcome back to yet another lesson, and in today's video I want us to get to look into for today's lesson we'll be looking into how we can get to trade Fibonacci, and I'm prepared. I'm going to show you in my screen right here, but before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, just go ahead and make sure you hit the subscribe button so that I'll be part of this team. And of course, each and every time we get to release a new lesson, you always be part of it. So I'll just quickly dive into my screen so that I will get to look into this real quick, as well as I can also take you through a couple of stuffs. But it's important for you, before you even get to get into that, there are a couple of things that you need in order for you to start trading Forex. And the first thing, the most important thing, is to have the skill. And skill is something that gets to take time, but if you are patient enough and you keep putting in the necessary work, I can assure you by the end of the day you're going to get there. So for now, let me just quickly switch to my screen so that I get to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So to do that, let me just to start with, let me just switch to my computer here so that we get to look into a couple of things. And here we are in the GBP, we are in GBP USD, and that's what we'll be doing our analysis. So let me just quickly just start off my analysis so that we also get to move together. So today is on Monday, and on Monday is not the best day to trade. The reason being, it's because sometimes you may find the market is still figuring out the way to move forward. So like for instance, today I took a loss, and unfortunately I got into a very small lot size, since I just wanted to try out to see whether the market is going to respect my analysis. But unfortunately I got to take a loss. But these are things that they normally happen over and over when it comes to trading. So to start with, at the 4 hours, I normally draw the zones. For this case, you can see there's this zone. This is a very strong zone right here. So these are 4 hours zone. So if you can get to move to daily, you get to see whether the market is really respecting this zone. And as you can see, this is the third time the market is coming to this zone. It already touched this zone a couple of times. This is 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3. So this is the fourth time. So we are anticipating that the market might change the trend from the uptrend heading downwards, since you can see there, when the market gets to touch at least one zone at least 3 times, we normally anticipate that time the market gets to break that same area. So you can see that already the market has touched a couple of times. This is the daily time frame. So let me just get to zoom out the market so that you can get to see what I'm talking about. So you can see also the market is forming some red bearish candles. That's to show you that the market is really in that downtrend. But we'll just have to wait and we get to see how the market is going to play out. So we get to move to 4 hours. That was at daily time frame. So we get to move at 4 hours. And for this case, you can see the market is really moving downwards. You can see it's really touching this area, and it's really pushing to go downward. On the other side, you can see the 50 moving average has already been broken. So at 4 hours, which is one of the things that we normally use to know our trend, so for this case we should be looking for more selling opportunities. So another important thing that I normally do, I can get to include a trend line right now. So let me just go ahead. I get to include the trend line. And when it comes to drawing a trend line, it's important you get to draw a trend line which gets to touch at least a minimum of 2 spots. You can see, for instance, it has touched these 1, 2, 3. You can get also to place this one to be the fourth one. You can see 1, 2, 3. So we are anticipating the market is going to touch this area and of course get to proceed moving downwards. On the other side, if you can get to look at the RSI, it's in between 50 and 30. So we are anticipating the market is still in a downward momentum. So for that case, what we'll just be doing, we'll just be waiting for the market to break this zone, and we are anticipating the market might unfold downward. So that's the 4 hours time frame analysis. So we should be looking for more of selling opportunity, but let's just wait and you get to see how the market is going to play out. So let's head into the 1 hour time frame. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just showing you how you can also get to use the Fibonacci, and that's what I want as we get to incorporate right now in this market right now as we get to move forward. So with the Fibonacci, you normally pick the highest point and the lowest point. So at 1 hour time frame, we should be looking for, you can see the market is forming like a W pattern. You can see this kind of a W pattern. So the market is really showing momentum going downwards. You can see we also have the oversold at the other side. That's to show you that the market is really pushing downwards. But before we get even to go there, you can see the market at 1 hour time frame has been forming high highs. It has been forming high highs right here. This is the high highs. Then it has broken the lower low, the previous lower low, and you can see now it's really pushing downwards. So for that case, we'll just have to draw, we can get to draw something like this. You can get to draw something like, you can see if you get to draw this trend line right here, you can get to draw a trend line around here. So that's, sorry, let me just zoom this one downwards. So we can get to draw something like here. We get to draw a trend line from this spot at 1 hour time frame. So you can see if you get to if you can get to draw a trend line, the market has already touched 3 times. You can see this is 1, 2, 3. So and then you can see the 4th time the market got to break that zone. So what we should be looking for right now, we should be waiting for the market to do something like this. But you can see the market is still it has still momentum going downwards. So, and since the market has really moved downwards, what we normally do, we just be patient a little bit. So once the market gets to break out, you can see it has already broken this trend line. If I get to draw it like this, let me just do it like this. So far the market has touched this area right there. So you can also see the market has already touched this area, and then we have that zone. That's that time. So the 4th time we are anticipating, you can see the market already broke. So the market normally touches the line 3 times, and then the 4th time we anticipate the market to break. So for this case, you can see if I'm to take this trade, I would anticipate the market to come to this. At least it has already, you can see we can see the bearish momentum is a bit going slowing down. So what I should be anticipating, I should be anticipating the market to come back, get to retest that zone, and then keep proceeding downwards. Since we are looking for more sales, that's what we should be looking for now, for more sales. So you can see also we have the 4 hours zone. So we're anticipating the market might touch this region around here. The market might touch around this region, and already we also have a psychological level. So what we should be looking for, we should be anticipating the market at least to retest at this zone, then keep proceeding downwards. If you can get to pull a Fibonacci, which is our lesson for today, so for this case we should be looking for a high and a previous lower low. So for this case, I would pull my Fibonacci. For instance, I get to pull it from around there. Sorry, not there. So for the Fibonacci, normally get the Fibonacci around here. So we get to pull our Fibonacci from around this, from our previous high, which is this region right there. So we can get to pull our Fibonacci from around this region. We get to pull it, for instance, until to that region. You can see if you can get to draw, something like a rectangle, you can see we are anticipating the market to come around this region, around this. That is 0.5 and 0.6. So that's our focus, and you can see we should be anticipating the market to come at least retest this region, also get to retest the 50 EMA at 1 hour, and then the market, we are anticipating the market is going to go downward. So for that case, that's what I should be looking for, and that's at 1 hour time frame. So for that case, I won't be selling at this point, since already you can see the market has really broken or have already been on the oversold zone. So for that case, I'll just be patient a little bit and get to see whether the market is going to come to this region, respect that 0.618, and of course I should be looking for selling opportunities at this zone, since we should be looking for more selling opportunities at this zone. And then of course place my stop loss around there, and then to focus on if you get to go to 4 hours, we can place our next take profit to be around the next psychological level, or I'll just come down until to around that region, since we're anticipating the market is going to break the zone and get to come to that zone. So that's what I should be looking for. So for that case, I'll just be patient enough and I get to see how the market gets to play out. So if you can get to come to 15 minutes, let's look at what's happening at the 15 minutes. So this is something that you get to do over and over. You get to do the analysis step by step. So hopefully you're following along what I'm doing. So at 15 minutes, you can see already the market, you can see there is a diminishing of the bearish momentum. Already you can see the small candles that are being formed around here. So that's to show you that the momentum going downwards, it's at least it's diminishing. So you can see also for the case of the RSI, you can see there already the market is at oversold. So for that case, what I should be looking for, I can just go ahead, I get to look for a quick buying opportunity. And of course, for that case, I won't be anticipating the market to really go up, but that would be trading against the trend, of which we don't trade. Sorry, we don't trade against the trend. So for that case, I could just place my stop loss around there and then get to anticipate the market to come around that spot around there. So for that case, that would be a bit risky since we are trading against the trend, but that's also a possibility, and you could quickly grab a 2.1 risk to reward ratio. But let's just wait to get to see how things get to play out. But in the longer or the bigger picture, I'll just focus for the market to come to around this region right here, get to retest this trend line, and of course we get to unfold to keep going downward, since you can see at 4 hours the trend is going down, and of course we can see the market is really looking for more selling opportunities. So for that case, that's what I'll be looking for. So we also have a very big fair value gap here. If you have studied ICT, this is what you call a fair value gap. Here we have a gap which needs to be filled first before the market can get to unfold downward. So that's something I'll also have in mind first. So there are two opportunities here. First of all, you could go for the short buying opportunities, but that's not what I would recommend. I would recommend we go for the big selling opportunities, since you can see already the market is really showing some instability. So going for buying opportunity at this point, it will be a bit hectic. So for me, I'll just look for more of selling opportunities at this point going downward. So hopefully I'll be attaching the analysis as we get to move forward. But if you want to be part of this and you want to see how I normally get these results, just go ahead, you join my WhatsApp group, and I'm sure you'll be happy with what we're doing around there. So that's how you get to use Fibonacci to know where the market is really the market is about to go to. So you can see these at 4 hours, the market is really showing more bearish momentum. But for now, let's just be patient. We see how it's going to play out, since considering we have a psychological level which is we have a psychological level around here, which is 1.27000. That's one of the psychological levels. So pay attention to that, and hopefully you're going to take more trades, you're going to do more analysis, and of course let's win together, guys.